How to make custom registration and login forms in WordPress. Hello everyone! In this video today, we are going to take a look at how we can build our own registration and login sections in WordPress. Now, we all know what WordPress is about, but building your own site on WordPress like this one can seem like a really big deal, and creating your own login section can seem so difficult. But you can easily build your own customer login with pop-ups and simple plugins in this tutorial. So let's jump right in. Now, to get started, simply head on over to your WordPress dashboard. Now, if I go into my dashboard over here, I have applied a template, and in that particular template, I do have a login field. However, that login field is not going to be functional, so I want to build a pop-up form, which is going to be a customized registration form where people can register and join my community or register to my newsletter. To do that, we are going to be using a plugin, and we're going to go into plugins on the bottom left and then click on add new plugin. Once we click on add new plugin, we are going to search for pop-up or registration form, like so. Now, once you search for registration form, you're going to see a bunch of different plugins available. Now, the one that I like to use is called Ultimate Member. There are other ones that are super nice, such as Contact Forms by WP Forms, Forminator, and other forms. But I'm going to be using Ultimate Member over here. Once I click on install, and I can click on activate. Now, once my plugin has been activated, we can proceed with setting up our registration and login forms. Now, to do this, we can go on ahead and click on the docs, and you will see the core plugins, the dashboard, multi-site, and I'm going to go back and go into the settings of Ultimate Member. Once you go into the settings, you're going to see pages. So where do you want your login form to appear? And you can just click on create default page and create all the default pages. These pages include things like a user page, a login page, a registration page, a member page, logout, account, and password reset page. You find all of these pages in any standard website. So simply click on Create Default to create the default pages provided by Ultimate Member. These are pretty standardized, and you can later on customize these with your own branding or with your own brand image, such as brand color schemes or brand fonts. But you can use their default layout to make it easier for you to set up these pages. Now, once you click on Create Default on all of these pages, you can move towards the second section called Users, and this is still going to fall under your general settings. This includes the registration default rules. So if you are signing up, what are you signing up for? So by default, this is usually going to be a registration for a customer or a subscriber. So I like to just keep it at customer, and this will be a role assigned to new users. By default, the setting will follow the WordPress setting of new user default role. I like to set this as customer or subscriber by default. Below that, you have the profile permalink base, first name, last name, author pages. So if enabled, author pages will automatically redirect to the user's profile page. Now, below that, we also have some password and security settings. Once completed, click on Save Changes on the bottom right. Now that we have set up some of our general settings, we can move towards the access. So if I want this to be accessible to everyone, if there is going to be any restricted content that I want to create for my site, that should only be accessible by members or registered users for my site. So you can go on ahead and create posts over here for members only. You can also go into the email section and take a look at the type of email notifications you are looking to send. This can include things such as your account welcome emails, account deactivation emails, and more. Now it's time to actually create our custom registration form. Click on Forms on the left to get started. Now, once you click on Forms, you have your default registration. Click on Edit over here, and once you click on Edit, you can begin customizing this form. So this is a registration form, and the first field we have is a username, first name, last name, email, and password. I can click on Add Field to add a different type of field. So if I maybe want to know the gender, or I want to know their phone number, I want to know any other information, I can go on ahead and choose that as well. Let's say I want to know the birth date. And like that, I have inserted a birth date field. There are two types of fields. You can create your own customized field by choosing these types of blocks, or you can use one of their predefined fields as well. Once you're satisfied with the overall fields, you can choose the layout. So as you guys can see, this is a standard layout. This is a layout where you have two sections or two columns like this. And let's proceed with a two-column layout. On the right, you have the privacy policy. So I want to enable the privacy policy over here, and I am going to link it to my contact section. Below that, above that actually, you have the customization of this form. So you can apply custom settings and you can apply your role. So whoever signs up to this is going to be a customer. Then you have your default template, field icons, and more. Once completed, click on Update on the top right. Now, once you have clicked on Update, your form has been updated according to your preferences. Go into Forms again to see what your form looks like. You can see you have a EA duplicator. So with your EA duplicator, you can keep a copy of the form that you have. And once completed, it's time to add this form to our site. To do that, we're just going to open up our WordPress site and then click on Customize. And you can do this with Elementor as well. You can go on ahead and customize your pages with Elementor and add your registration form. So once you click on Customize on your WordPress site, you are going to open up the WordPress editor. Now, this is a whole lot more easier to do with Elementor, and you guys can see that this page is a template-based page, so it's going to be a bit difficult to edit. But for that, I would like to actually create my registration page with Elementor, so it's easier for everyone to access. So for that, I'm just going to go with my pages section, and in my pages section, I have the WordPress page for logins already created. So I am going to go on ahead and click on the registration page and click on View. And once I click on View, you guys can see this is what my registration page looks like. I have already been registered, and I can click on Sign Up on the top right. However, you might want to include this page in your navigation menu. So to actually include this in the top navigation menu, you're going to go into Appearance on the left and then click on Menus. Once you click on Menus over here, you are going to create a menu for registered users. Simply go on ahead and add your menu pages or menu items. To do that, you are going to go to the bottom and you are going to select your Ultimate Member pages. So you have password resets as well as Elementor pages. We're going to go into View All, and once you go into View All, you have your Ultimate Member login as well as your Ultimate Member account, members, logout, password reset, register, and other Ultimate Member pages. You also have a user page like this. Click on Add to Menu over here, and once you click on Add to Menu, all these will be added to your menu. Click on Save Menu, and once you've done that, your Ultimate Member registration elements will now be included in your WordPress header. You can customize the appearance as well as create these in the form of submenus as well. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.